Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. This is Barbara, and I can't believe another whole week has gone by. It seems like it goes so fast. Next thing you know, it's Pick a Stack Wednesday again. If you are new to Pick a Stack Wednesday, what we do here is we have 3 stacks hidden under these boxes. I keep getting asked, why are there boxes over the stacks? Because I'm trying to help everyone with their intuition, okay? A lot of people were picking the stacks based on the crystals that they could see. So I'm trying to help you with your intuition. So there's 3 stacks. Stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. Each stack includes 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks, 1 oracle card, and a crystal. And each stack tells a story. So your mission is to think of an idea, an issue, or a question. And it can pertain to your own life, your loved one's life, your family, your community, or the world. There's no rules here other than what you create. So think of your idea, issue, or question. You can choose 1 stack, 2 stacks, or all 3 stacks. I highly encourage people to listen to the whole video because there might be something in stack 3 and you chose stack 1. You just never know. So we're starting off with a little golden singing bell. Charges up the cards, the crystals, and me, and our lovely little lavender dragon here. So let's get started. If you chose stack number 1, your crystal is snow quartz. Snow quartz. I'm going to put it right here for the dragon. So snow quartz, it's obviously a type of quartz, and it's white instead of clear. That's why they call it snow quartz. And just like all the other quartzes, it can store energy, it can amplify it, focus it, transmit it, transform it, balance it, and absorb it. It has a high frequency, and it can stimulate a love for the truth and foster clarity of your mind. It enhances our personal levels of tact and cooperation and can help us to think before we speak. You know, I think we should just automatically give one of these to every politician or public speaker. Carry this in your pocket. It can help us to feel more pure and is sometimes used in purification ceremonies. So this is a really good crystal to carry when you need to speak or you're working on getting rid of all those things that no longer serve you. So that is your crystal. And your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot deck. And it is the 8 of Feathers. The 8 of Feathers, this is also known as the 8 of Air or the 8 of Swords. Now, I know I've got a few people that watch these videos and they're like, oh no, not swords. But look at this, it's the 8 of Feathers. It's all about perception here. This little guy, he's not worried about swords. This is the 8 of Air. Air is all about change. 8 is all about abundance. So hopefully you're not watching the news because there's so much stuff going on in the world. But even if whether you are or not is beside the point. There's so much stuff going on in the world. And you need to focus on something local and good. Focus on yourself, on improving yourself, on being the best person that you can be. There's so many things going on that we don't necessarily need to physically affect. However, we can spiritually affect them. For example, every time I hear about something bad going on in the world, I pray like crazy that it all comes out for everyone's highest and greatest good. I pray for the people. I pray for the earth. I pray for the event, whatever it is. I can't physically be there and I can't physically do anything, but I can send my intention out to the universe. And so all these changes that are going on in the world, it's up to you whether you allow them to hurt you. Yes, it hurts, especially if you're an empath. I'm an empath. I'm physical and emotional empath. I feel whenever there's something going on in the world, but it's my choice whether I'm going to allow that to affect me. I can know that it's happening, but I don't have to feel the pain, is my point. Okay? So then we have a card from the Tarot of Dreams, and we have the Six of Coins. This is the Six of Earth. Six of Pentacles. This is all about an imbalance. So if you chose stack number 1, there's obviously something going on in your life where you're allowing the world to affect you, because this is all an imbalance. Okay? If you look, the scales are not balanced. Okay? And this is the sign of Libra. That is all about balance. But there's something about this time in your life or a situation in your life that there's no balance. There's like you're giving and somebody's taking, or you're giving more to one person than to another, or you're not giving to yourself. So there's something about an imbalance in your life. Maybe you are allowing all these world events to hurt, to hurt you. I couldn't even say that. That was weird. So this is a message from the universe to say, you know what? You need to be doing some self-care and not let all these events in the world affect you so negatively. Because if it affects you negatively in an emotional way, that's going to manifest in a physical way. You're going to have stomach aches. You're going to have an ulcer. You're going to feel anxiety and stress. And, it just kind of snowballs, which is interesting because we have the snow quartz. So this is a message to you to start examining what's going on in your life and let go of some stuff. It's time to balance out the scales. Our lives are supposed to be about give and give. Our relationships are supposed to be give and give. I give, you give. It doesn't mean I'm going to give to you with the expectation that you're going to give back to me. No, I give with no expectation. You give with no expectation. Everybody's happy. So think about an area of your life that is missing some balance. And that's what you need to be working on. Okay? And stop worrying about all the stuff going on in the world. If you are not directly part of it, then just back off. You can set your intention. You can do a prayer. But you need to be focusing your energy on the small things. That's why this is represented by a little guy. We need to just focus on those little things in our lives that we can change. So if it's me just being better to myself, I need to focus on that. Okay? So then your oracle card is from the Lightworker Oracle deck. We have Paradigm Shift. And I put the book way over here, so hang on one second. And I just realized she is naked. Oh my goodness. So we're going to do that. Paradigm Shift. So let's see what the book says about card number 4. Paradigm Shift. Here we go. We'll do that. And I apologize if there's glare. There's snow outside again. And there's a window behind me. So we're getting a lot of glare from the light overhead, which is that. And then that's the window with all the snow. There we go, right there. You are undergoing radical growth in your belief systems. Now is the time to challenge old attitudes and question previous expectations. You are in an extraordinary time. Great leaps forward can be made in a moment. The world you thought you knew can suddenly break open, and a new world can become your reality. Buddhists sometimes speak of the beginner's mind, that which assumes nothing and therefore is open to everything. A spiritual psychologist might call this the inner child, as it is innocent, curious, unfixed, and always learning. It doesn't get stuck on an answer having to be one way or another. There is openness to the unknown with curiosity instead. Old souls can sometimes find it hard to recapture their not knowingness. Asking someone with a lot of life experience who may have become a bit world weary to drop expectations and look at the world through fresh eyes can be challenging. Yet life becomes much more energizing and interesting when you are open and don't hold expectations about what will be. Suddenly you are receptive to the universe, helping you in ways that in the past you did not believe possible, all because you kept an open mind. Now that's really interesting. This is talking about having an open mind and no expectations. And maybe that's what's going on here, is the imbalance is about having had expectations and those expectations not being met. Expectations are such, I was going to say they're a pain, but they're not what we need to be doing. We just set ourselves up for disappointment when we have expectations. I expect this event to turn out this way. I expect this relationship to be that way. But we don't tell the other people the rules that we've set up. So it's not going to work out that way. So we need to let go of those expectations. Excuse me. So that is stack number 1. All right. If you chose stack number 2, dun, 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 your stone is Snowflake Obsidian. So Snowflake Obsidian is very protective, and it can help remove negativity. It is excellent for protection against psychic attacks. It can provide balance during times of change and stress. It aids in seeing patterns in life and recreating them in a more beneficial way. It is a stone of serenity and purity, which is interesting because that snow quartz is also about purity. So this is maybe our theme for the day: balance and purity. So this is associated with the root chakra and can help with skin, bones, and veins. So this is a good stone for somebody who is having basically, some calcium issues, broken bones, and psychic attacks. All right, so that is your stone. Your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot deck. Ooh, and it's a major arcana card. This is the Wheel, card number 10. 10 reduces down to 1. This is about new beginnings. But think about, I love how the wheel in this deck is represented by the octopus. So if you looked at the octopus from the top down, and he's got all those tentacles going out, it kind of looks like a wheel. And the wheel is, it's a cycle. It can spin. It's all about change. When you're done with this part of the cycle, then you move on to the next part, and then you move on to the next part, and then you move on to the next part. So there's something about a cycle in your life that maybe you need to look at. Let's see what this card says. This is from the Tarot of Dreams. And apparently, this is the Lover's card. So this is another major arcana. You got 2 major arcanas from 2 different decks, card number 6 and card number 10. Card number 6 is the Love card, and it is the Lover's card. This is also a Gemini card. If you're single and you're like, well, what's going on here? It could be that somebody new is coming into your life, but it could also be you loving yourself, but it can also be 2 things coming together, not necessarily 2 people. It could be, that project that you've been wanting is it just got approved. is coming to fruition. But what's interesting is you get the Lover's card with the wheel, and I talked about cycles. So maybe you need to look at your relationship cycle, whether you're in a relationship or whether you want a relationship, or maybe you just finished a relationship. There's a cycle going on here. And you need to look at yourself on whatever this relationship is. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be a career or job relationship too. What am I doing? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. So when it comes to some kind of a relationship, if you want it to improve, look at how you can improve it, how you can improve yourself. If you've had abusive partners, maybe it's time to go, okay, who do I feel like I deserve? Obviously, I don't feel like I deserve to have a partner that treats me well, so maybe I should start loving myself so that I can get somebody who can love me on the same level. And like I said, that can be a job. It can be any type of relationship. But it's really powerful because you have two major arcana cards. These are both messages from the universe. And combined, it's even more powerful, especially the fact that they're from two different decks. So your oracle card from the Lightworker Oracle is the Heart Transmission. And it's card number 37, which reduces to 10, which reduces to 1. You add a 10 card in there, which reduces to 1. And here's another 10 card, which reduces to 1. So how interesting is that? Let's grab the book. And you had the Lover's card, and now we're talking about the heart. It's all connected. Card 37. The Heart Transmission. Your heart is capable not only of giving and receiving love, but of connecting you to a great network of beings that resonate in the highest frequencies of divine love. Through your heart, you can receive information and guidance from networks of light that fill our universe. As you learn to open your heart to receiving those transmissions, your ability to work with group consciousness in a loving way increases. You shall affect humanity in a loving way, influencing the collective, rather than allowing the lower frequencies of the collective to overwhelm you. So important these days with all this stuff going on in the world. So, working with group energy is a leap on the spiritual path with risk, but also great reward in terms of empowerment to manifest your life mission. The risk with group energy is mitigated when you approach it from the heart rather than the head. The mind can argue one point of view and then immediately and convincingly argue its opposite. Just look at all the stuff going on in the world. The heart, however, either feels something that resonates or it doesn't, whether or not there is a logical explanation for it. It's kind of like that saying, you can't choose who you love. You love them. It's a yes or a no. There's no middle ground. The mind can be seduced by those who tell you that they have great spiritual power, but this will instantly trigger intuitive warning bells in your heart. For those with genuine power, do not need to convince you of it. That is so true. The heart is the key to deciding where you offer your devotion. When you offer devotion to the group consciousness that loves you unconditionally, your heart feels safe, loved, and an inner knowing of the rightness of that group for you, whether that group exists on the earthly plane or in a spiritual dimension. I love that. The heart transmission. Sometimes when you meet somebody and you instantly have this, wow, I really like this person. Or you instantly, oh, I don't know what it is about that person. I just, Go with those intuitive feelings. Okay? It's all about energy. Pay attention to it, though. It doesn't mean you have to hate that person that doesn't resonate with you. Send them love and then just move on your way. Okay? You don't have to resonate with everybody. And believe me, we don't. So that is stack number 2. Wow, super powerful. Lots of love, manifesting love, working with the heart. Super cool. All right. Stack number 3. Dun, dun, dun. If you chose stack number 3, your stone is Rainforest Rhyolite. So because of its varied formational traits, Rainforest Rhyolite represents change, variety, and progress. Sorry, the dragon's like, you're in front of my face. It sparks creativity in individuals who are ready to move forward and make things happen in their lives. It allows us to reach out and beyond our capabilities of what we think we can achieve by helping us to break through the mental barriers and to reach a profound and joyous state of knowing. Rhyolite shows us how to relish in the vast potential within ourselves. This is a stone used for meditation, progression in life, focusing on the present moment, and resolving issues not yet complete. Plus, it's really cool. It's got lots of greens and browns and a little bit of reddish, some tans. It's a really pretty stone. All right, your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot. And we have a major arcana of the Hanged Man, card number 12. Now, the Hanged Man is represented by this praying mantis here. And he's upside down, kind of. The Hanged Man is all about seeing things from a different perspective. So whatever your idea, issue, or question was, it's not that you're looking at it from the wrong perspective. It's that you need to look at it from a different perspective. Maybe it's somebody else's perspective, or maybe you just need to, go upside down. But there's something about the way you are looking at it that needs to change. Okay? So whatever your idea, issue, or question is, try to see it from some other point of view. My guides just said, look at it from a child's point of view. Children see things totally different than we do. We have all these expectations and these rules and we try to control things, and kids are like, hey, let's just do that. Let's just do this. And we always have reasons not to. So maybe look at it from a child's perspective. Adding to that from the Tarot of Dreams is the Four of Coins. So the Four of Coins, we've got this treasure chest. Boy, the glare is something else today. Oof, sorry about that. The Four of Coins, he's got his treasure chest. He's got the key around his neck. Okay, basically, the way I feel from this is we've got everything that we need. Not only can we get in our treasure chest, but our treasure chest is full because you couldn't put any more in that little chest. We've got everything we need, and we just need to see things from a different perspective. Maybe we don't know that we have everything we need. Maybe we're thinking, oh, I wish I had whatever. And here's the universe saying, look, you got everything. You're dressed to the nines. You've got it all. So now just see things from a different perspective. I don't know what else to add to that. These are general readings, so however this resonates with you. But you've got everything you need. you just need to look at your situation a little bit differently. Okay? If you were a little kid, looking at this from a child's point of view, if you were a little kid and you had a treasure chest full of gold, you'd be like, wow, that's the coolest thing ever. I'm so rich. But a lot of times as an adult, we're like, yeah, but I only have 4 coins. I need 12. So see through the eyes of a child. All right, I got to grab my book. I'm at a different table today, and it's not what I'm used to. This card is from the Lightworker Oracle deck, and it's card number 35, which reduces to an 8, which is all about abundance. But this card is Past Life Activation. Beautiful card. Love the artwork. Past Life Activation. Let's see what the book says about card number 35. Past life activation. You have talents within you that have been developed through many varied life experiences. You have had many lifetimes already, even if you don't recall them consciously, helping you evolve and grow into the loving being that you are today. Your desire to grow in consciousness and spiritual power to assist the divine plan unfolding throughout the universe is heard and supported by the spiritual worlds in all ways. To this end, past life material is being activated for your benefit and for the greater good. Your soul has a history of lifetimes through which it has learned to be wise and develop certain talents. You have learned lessons and acquired skills and abilities. Sometimes these were mastered through very challenging circumstances. You might feel you are obtaining mastery in certain areas again this lifetime, again through challenging circumstances. The soul can certainly develop through joy, love, and happiness, but often it is through an experience of conquering a challenge that the real gems are won for the crown of the soul. The oracle of past life activation comes to you when a power you developed in a past life that would be useful for you to access in your current lifetime. Perhaps this talent or ability will become the seed of a spiritual vocation for you, a skill that expands your career or brings you personal joy. The ability that surfaces from the depths of your soul will be whatever is of greatest benefit to you now. I see a lot of people that are all of a sudden becoming leaders, and it's not by accident, and it's not something that they're not ready for. Their lives have been building up to it. They just haven't been a leader up until this point, and now it's time. Sometimes, while a treasure is emerging from the depths of your being into consciousness, it will be coated in the pain of the past. You might notice the outer coating first, the pain of abandonment, rejection, ridicule, or shaming that perhaps resulted in the suppression or denial of that soul gift in your past life. This may be the reason you have not incarnated with it fully awakened and at your immediate disposal. You have to allow it to rise up into you, and you need to dig a little to crack open the coating of a wound and free the treasure that temporarily became trapped in that pain. When you release the pain, you free the treasure once locked within it. Wow, I love that. That's beautiful. Perhaps your gift was challenging to a community in a past life, whereas now it would be more readily accepted because that community has matured spiritually over time. Or perhaps you have matured and now will value your gift and be open to divine guidance to show you how to use it for the greatest good in this lifetime. That is very powerful. And that can be why we need to see things from a different perspective. We've got everything that we need. Just look at it from a different point of view. I feel like If you chose stack number 3, this is very powerful. It's an awakening for you. You need to step up to something. Whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, I feel like it's time. It's time for all of us to step into whatever we were supposed to be here in this reality. If you're supposed to be a leader, just know that you are going to get an opportunity to lead. If you're supposed to be in charge of something, just know that that opportunity is going to present itself. If you're supposed to be helping people, helping children, just know that that opportunity is going to present itself. And this is for everybody. My guides are being very loud right now about this. We're all going to be given opportunities this year, 2021. So it's like our mission. Be patient. The opportunity will present itself. Just know it's coming, and just know that you have everything you need. You've got your treasure chest full, and you've got the key to open it. All right? So that is stack number 3. You know, the stacks are getting more and more powerful over time. I've been doing this for a year and 5 months, and the stacks are getting more and more powerful. The messages are getting more and more powerful because you all are getting more and more powerful. Thank you for joining me today. It is always a pleasure for me to do this for you. If I can help one person with this video, I consider myself a success. I love you guys, and I send you my love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because you are worthy and you deserve them. Namaste, my beautiful soul family.